bub 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 bub. Hey bub 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 bub. Let's go bub 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 bub. Hey bub bub to the bub bub to bub to bub bub. The legendary X-Man, James Logan Howlett, is one of the most popular characters from Marvel's X-Men, and he is also one of the most produced figures in the Marvel Legends line. Therefore, a new X-Men series would not be complete without a Wolverine figure. Is this figure another rehash of the same popular character, or a fresh new take? Let's find out.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Arafiles, and today we'll be looking at one of my favorite characters from Hasbro's Marvel Legends series, Wolverine from the 2006 X-Men series. This Wolverine is reminiscent of the older Wolverine of the early 1990s, which happens to be the version of Wolverine that I grew up with. So let's see if this Wolverine is worth your money.
It is clear just by looking at him that this is a brand new sculpt for the Marvel Legends line. So let's break down his paint in detail. His overall sculpt shows Wolverine as his short and bulky look, rather than his tall, slender look that became more popular as the movies came out. His costume is no other than his brown and orange costume, which made him popular in the early 1990s, as well as some modern comic books. When looking closely, his costume shows wrinkles and stretches, which shows that his costume is more than just a paint application. His overall finish is a matte finish with no glossy finishes at all, even in his claws. Speaking of his claws, they seem to be opaque in finish and come decently straight when you take them out of the package. His face is nothing special, to be honest, as it shows Wolverine in a very neutral feel and look. Overall, he is really well made, with a clean paint and detail from a well-made Wolverine sculpt.
So here we are with the Marvel Legends 2016 Wolverine, and we're going to go over articulation and scale. So let's see how tall he is. He is roughly a little bit under 5.5 inches. And let's compare him to the X Factor Wolverine that I got about 2 years ago. And as you can see here, this Wolverine is almost half an inch taller, as well as his scale is a little bit bigger. And that makes a lot of sense because this is more of a modern Wolverine in the comic books, and this is an older 1990s, maybe late 1980s Wolverine, which they drew him really short. So let's compare him to another figure. I just wanted to compare him to the Civil War Captain America by SH Figure Arts. As you can see, they scale really well together. So let's go over articulation. We don't have a toe joint here, but that's okay. We have a rocker here for his foot, an up and down joint right there as well. Double jointed knee here, really cool there. Fully rotatable thigh, as well as a ball joint for his leg. Also, we have a rotatable waist with a clicky midsection. Now, I really like that they do this nowadays because midsections in the older Marvel Legends that don't have a clicky joint, they just get loose really quick, and this definitely alleviates that problem. Going into his hand, we see his wrist is a peg joint. Now, as you can see here, it's kind of strange the way he looks, his claw is. Like, this is straight, and then there's a curve, there's like a bend here. I think it looks strange. Not really the best hand pose that he has. Onto his elbow, we have a double jointed elbow here, as well as a inner joint for his shoulder, which makes it so he can hug himself a little better. I really like that they do that, as well as a rotatable arm, and a ball joint. No, that's not a ball joint. That's a regular joint right there. Really cool what they do here. Really good range of motion. Now, we don't get an articulation on the bottom of his neck, but we do get a ball joint on the top, which gives his head really good range of motion. Pretty standard stuff for a Marvel Legends Wolverine. Now, is this my favorite one? Like I said, this one is more modern, and I kind of like the more modern Wolverine better. This one's my favorite Wolverine figure. This one, maybe a solid second. So there you have it, articulation and scale for the Marvel Legends 2016 Wolverine.
Two unclawed hands. And that is all you get with this figure. Nothing more, nothing less. While it is true that Wolverine doesn't need much because he's the best at what he does with what he has, I feel a little ripped off considering the Marvel Legends Deadpool came with more accessories for the same price of $19.99. Regardless, it is nice that he comes in these hands rather than removable claws, as I feel removable claws can easily be broken. Overall, it isn't a bad thing that he doesn't come with much, but I feel he should have at least came with more hands in different styles.
So here's the deal. I do like this figure, and I have minor gripes about it, but one major gripe I have is his lack of accessories. As I said before, he at least needs different variations of hands, and that would make him a more complete figure. Regardless, I really like him, and he would be a great addition to your Marvel Legends collection. Therefore, I give him a solid 8 out of 10 D-stars. Question of the day, which is your favorite Wolverine? Personally, I like Old Man Logan, and I hope we get to see him as a figure soon. Thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.